Next, Alicia checks out the auditions for Mary Poppins and we chat to Vanessa Amorosi. This is the 7pm Project.
Please welcome to this Vanessa Amorosi. Vanessa, I wanted to ask you, you've got a new single coming out. This Is Who I Am is the name of it. Now, one of your previous songs, Perfect, was like the most played song on radio, an enormous hit. Do you get nervous when you're bringing a new song out that it's not going to stack up to that, or it's not going to perform as well, or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. And especially with the new album, because it is quite edgy and different. I freak out a little bit, especially when it's getting close to it being out there.
But the song is fantastic. But what do you think? You don't know, do you? Sometimes you think a song's going to be a big hit.
Way too close to the project. No, I write so many songs and I end up having to throw them off and bounce them off other people because I really have no idea what is good and what's not.
And sometimes the ones that you think are going to be good aren't as good as the ones that you go, oh, so about it.
So which of your successes are actually crap?
Yeah, no comment. I had some, I had a great time when I was a kid and I had some great records, but then we went for a little phase of releasing garbage. So with Perfect, I'm being honest, and then when Perfect came out, I took a while to come up with that whole new album.
How long does it take before you realise no one's going to buy a record? Do you know what I mean? Like when you're promoing, then you go, hang on, let's just... You've had 4 gold albums, so you haven't had many dogs, basically.
I think it's if I'm not passionate about it and I don't really believe in what I'm, putting out there. If I wouldn't buy it, then it doesn't work. I know straight away.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa, with the new technology, digital, do you still see the album as something you want to make, or would you want to make smaller chunks of music?
No, the album. It was a big thing for me to make sure that this album, from start to finish, wasn't like just a collection of good songs, that it actually went on like a journey, which a lot of the old school records and old school albums actually, you felt like you knew the artist after listening to it. And I think that's what we sort of miss now with digital coming in. You don't really go on a journey with the artist. You just pick the songs that are working on radio or that you've, that you fall in love with.
You are old school too. I've worked with Vanessa. We've been on the same bill. And if there's 50 or 500 people there, you just bring it.
I love it. I love the thrill of gigs. The different, corporate gigs are quite different to your normal, standard rock Aussie pub. So I really enjoy that. And I work with great musicians so we can sort of shift around and change up our mixes and make it suit the crowd, really.
To change tack, you also love your animals, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep. You've been an animal activist a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, do you realise Bathurst is starting this weekend? Yeah. It's on this weekend, and they've been culling kangaroos up at Bathurst. They've culled 140 kangaroos, which I'm not that happy about, but they actually want to stop things like this happening. This was in 2007. This is what happened up there.
Jesus.
This is quite dangerous, obviously, for kangaroo. And
go kangaroo, get off!
He got off there.
Just to clarify, that's not the way they're culling them.
That would be very inefficient. That's a lot of V8s for one kangaroo.
But you told me you were on radio with me, and you said you had a kangaroo story. What happened to you?
Well, we live in a country town. When I was younger, we were coming back, and it was night time, and we were driving along, and my mum hit this massive kangaroo, and our car was pretty much ruined, and the kangaroo was obviously on the side of the road, and I was so upset. I was like, oh my God, Mum, you've killed Skippy. I can't go to school and tell people my mother's a murderer of Skippy. I was so upset, and I remember speaking to my uncle about it, like, what am I going to do? My mum's killed Skippy, and he's on the side of the road. Someone's going to find him. They're going to find out it's us. And then the next day, they didn't actually run Skippy for like a week. So I really honestly believe she was killing Skippy. And it was horrible. I went to school feeling like, any minute someone's going to ask me about Skippy, and I'm going to know that I've done it. And,
would you please thank Vanessa Amorosi for joining us tonight? Vanessa's new single is This Is Who I Am. It's in stores this Friday, and her album Hazardous is out November 6th. Wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you, guys.
VanessaAmorosi.net